What is up? I Love Basketball TV. It's Coach Ron Rizuki, and today we're giving you 4 powerful NBA shooting secrets. Let's get into it. Now, the reason that we're giving you 4 powerful NBA shooting secrets is because these are so much more advanced than your general and fundamental shooting secrets. Now, ideally, let's say we're shooting a free throw, you want that ball to come up from the right quad, through the right chest, through your right eyeball, and leave as straight as possible. But if you're being guarded by some of the most advanced and best players in your league or in your tournament or wherever you play, that's not always going to be the case. You won't always have a perfect and pretty jump shot as you get into it because you're going to be guarded by great players. So what you're going to have to learn sometimes is to change your shot path, but to keep the same finish. So let's say I'm driving to the right and I have a really good defender on me here. I might have to go bounce and then bring that ball from the outside to protect it, as long as I can get that ball again up into my shot pocket and finish it up there for my set point. But I'm here going left. I can't have the ball come here and then up there, because this will get ripped. This is exposed. But if I get here, boom, and bring it up through this path, that's a little bit different, but again, is protected away from that swiping defender. So I can get to my left side, still protect the ball, boom, but still have the same exact shot on my release. But if I'm going into a turnaround or a fade of some sort, let's say I'm turning this way, as I turn, boom, I can't come here and then shoot it completely straight. I gotta make sure that ball is going up and is protected as I turn, boom, right there, or turn the other way. I'm protect the ball and then finish there. So the most important thing is just being able to understand how to protect the ball when your defender is swiping at that ball down low, because you won't always get this perfect shot. You might have to get into boom, boom, or boom, boom, and have a little bit of a different path to get up into your shot. So now that you understand that your shot path has to change here and there depending on where you're going, where your defender is, then it's understanding how to make sure you're shooting the same shot every single time. So what I always tell players is that your set point should be somewhere between your nose to slightly above your forehead, but you never want your set point to come from underneath your chin. So if your set point is below your chin or below your nose, that's far too low, because you limit yourself from a lot of different options to shoot the ball. You can't necessarily get into a pull-up jumper, boom, with a defender on you. You can't necessarily get into a fadeaway or certain step backs, because you won't always have enough space to get that off, right? It's not bad to have a low set point, but anywhere below the nose is a little bit too low. I'm okay with the nose and anywhere within this space, even slightly above your head. But like we're talking about NBA players and their secrets to shooting, the best scorers in the world, as they get closer to the basket, will raise their set point, and then as they get further from the basket, they'll lower their set point. So if I'm driving in and getting here, I'm gonna rise up and have a nice good set point up there so I can shoot the ball over my defender. But if I'm spacing out and I'm shooting that ball from deep, I don't wanna get it over and have it all the way up here, because I won't have enough power to generate that shot. So instead, as you get further and further, your shot will stay the same as far as the release and how it's coming out of your hand underneath the ball, but your set point might be here as you get further and might be here as you get closer. And that's something that should innately happen and instinctually happen the closer you get, having to get it up and over the trees, but the further that you get, having to get it up, boom, boom, quicker on that jump shot. So now you understand your shot path and your set point, which is gonna help you to get your shot off in any situation. But now just understanding how to make those shots in any situation is also very important. So let's take a look at how we're coming off a screen here. I have to make sure that even though my body is doing so much movement away from the basket into this space, I still have to finish my shot with my hands squared inside of the basket. Even though I'm moving, I'm turning, I'm running, I'm having to avoid my defender, sprint into a direction that's not going to the hoop, I still have to square my feet up and shoot with my hand in the rim. Oftentimes you see as players get into rotational movements, such as this coming off a screen, their shot ends up becoming a rotational shot where they throw it away from the basket, or they don't fully square themselves up and start throwing it to the opposite direction. So make sure that you get into a nice squared jump shot. Even though you're running and sprinting away from the basket, you must always finish with your hand in the rim. And if I'm going this way, it's the same thing. I'm away, but I can always square up in the air and finish that shot. Not every NBA player or not every advanced player squares up on the ground. Sometimes you don't have time for that. I might be driving this way and shoot the ball like this, which is not ideal at all, but I will square my chest up to the air. All right, if I'm doing a fadeaway or a certain type of shot, and these of course are super advanced shooting tips, but I might have to be in this stance, not facing the basket, bring the ball up through this outside shot pocket, but still square up in the air to have a perfect and nice release that will allow me to have a consistent and repeatable jump shot to go through the hoop every single time. So just as long as you can square up to the basket, the earlier the better, but sometimes with elite defenders it might be a little bit later. Make sure your hand is under the ball is at your set point, and that you're able to shoot it straight through the rim every single time. You'll have a much more repeatable shot that you can get off against anybody. Now the last part is going to be your feet and how your feet set up into every move. The most important thing is that you are efficient with your footwork, and that, let's say we're getting into a pull-up, every move has its specific footwork. So if I need a pull-up and I'm going jab, boom, pull-up, I got to get a really clean 1-2. Oftentimes way too many players will hop into it or take 3 steps. I want you to try, go home, jab to the right, boom, 1-2, pull-up. What you might accidentally do is go jab, 1, 2, 3, or jab, boom, hop. So as long as you have consistent and good inside-outside footwork on your pull-ups, it's going to help you to get your shot off as well, right? Because the most important thing is here is being able to get our shot off against anybody at any time. So I'm going right side, I'm boom, 1, 2. I'm going left side, I'm boom, 1, 2 into my pull-up. Now, if I'm going into a hesitation pull where I want to sell my defender, similar to how Jamal Crawford would do it or some other elite scorers, I'm outside, inside, so I can sell my drive. So here's the ball side foot, sell, or ball side foot, sell, right? Or if I'm like Dame Lillard and he's hitting a quick in out coming downhill, boom, boom, right, left, right? But it's a pull-up, it's left, right. So understanding the footwork with your moves and making sure that you're balanced is super important with being able to have that consistent shot path, set point, and release into your jump shot. We hope you enjoyed today's video, so make sure to hit that thumbs up button if you did, and subscribe as we're dropping new videos every single week. So make sure you hit that notification bell. And if you hit the link and the pinned comment down below, it's gonna give you access to our new shooting program. So make sure that you go get that one, as it's an incredible program and it's gonna help you a ton. We'll catch you guys in the next video.
I'm a OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my OG boy.